There we go, we got the snap ring out.
This one might have a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, the instructions were saying there might be some pressure on it.
Yeah, let me just release the pressure first.
Well, he's got to loosen that little plate. Keeps dirt and debris and moisture and stuff from getting in while shipping. Loosen that up, let some pressure out. Yep, there was some pressure.
Okay. Yeah.
That's just a little plug. A little plug held in with the snap ring.
I have it in here, isn't it?
A little Vaseline to lubricate that seal.
Okay.
And in she goes. We call that Wiener Schleider.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how you say Vaseline in German. Wiener Schleider. You gotta make sure that snap ring is in this little groove or it could pop out.
Okay.
There we go.
Can you get that?
I'll take this label off.
Yeah.
Now, very important step. You gotta put the right PAG oil into the compressor. When we bought the compressor, the computer said that the PAG oil 150 is the one to put in there. There was a jug of PAG oil 46, and he said, don't put that in, it'll ruin it. Well, he's going to dump some of that in there.
Actually, most of it.
Most of it.
Most of it, yeah. Takes that much. Takes the whole system because we're putting the receiver dryer on it too.
Yeah, I've read that you put like half in the compressor and half in the dryer.
That's it.
That's good, because there's no measuring. I'll turn that to get the oil in there. Now, reading through the instructions there, it said to tip it up and turn it like 10 times to make sure the oil gets all the way into the front. Is that
Yep.
standard operating procedure?
To lubricate the seal. I want you to lubricate the seal.
Yeah. Now, it's always good practice to change the dryer when you change the AC compressor, right?
Yeah, it's because a lot of times the compressor burns up, you know, and then you want to. There could be some debris and metal in there. That's not the case in this one.
Yeah.
It just didn't burn up. There won't be any metal or debris in there.
But a dryer, this is the dryer, is $20, so.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never, yeah, no, I always.
For $20, replace the dryer.
Yeah, I always change it. Yeah.
And put the wiring harness back on the back.
See here.
A little notch in there, you gotta get it lined up. There it is, simple and easy.
No. There we go.
Now, one of the things the instructions say is to check, once it's sitting there, that it doesn't rock.
Yeah.
And so I'm wiggling it back and forth, and she's solid. That way there won't be any twist when we tighten it down. If there was some twist, some rocking, you'd have to shim the low side, make sure it sits flat. But this one's sitting flat, so. And the 4 bolts going back in. And then cross tighten. Slide it first. Pop your cables back in place. I think those are throttle cables.
One's throttle, one's
Choke.
no, for the cruise control.
Cruise control. And the other connector on the front there.
Okay.
So there's 2 connectors, one on the top, one on the bottom. And then we'll just put the belt back on, and that's how you change an AC compressor. And then you got to put the tubes. Of course, we always recommend changing the O-rings. This unit did come with O-rings in the box. But sometimes at the part house, they will rob parts like O-rings out of the package. So when you pick your new parts up, be sure to make sure the O-rings are in the box. Now this dryer, I had to take the dryer back because the O-rings, somebody had taken the O-rings out of there. You don't want to be in the middle of a job like this and not have new O-rings. There's a big one and a little one. Pretty hard to mess that up. Take your bolt out. It's already been loosened to let the air pressure out. Now, it's not necessary to put any lube on those, they're a different type of ring.
Well, they don't move.
Yeah,
They don't move. Nothing's sliding there.
it's compression, not a... Tighten her down. Make sure it's level.
So it's just the way it's made. I don't know if the other one was like that, but I guess it was.
Does that go on there right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll know when we put a vacuum on it. We'll double check it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because what you don't want to do is booger up that aluminum.
No. Okay.
Okay. Now he's going to put the belt back on. That's just a 3/8 end, socket end on that bar. Loosen up the tension or get some slack to put the pulley on, with the belt around the pulley. Make sure everything's lined up. All the grooves are in the grooves.
Okay.
And take the bar off. And that's the AC compressor. Next we'll do the dryer. And it's got a wiring connector on it.
This is low pressure switch.
Low pressure switch.
Low pressure.
Low pressure.
Low pressure. There's no feel on it. It just keeps from the compressor for.
That's the low pressure switch for the compressor, AC compressor pump.
Okay.
If the compression gets too low, it shuts the compressor off.
Okay. Okay.
Now he's real intent on something in there. I have no idea what it is.
I'm looking for the orifice tube.
Ah, the orifice tube.
Looking for the orifice tube.
We're going to check the orifice, make sure there isn't any gunk in it. I did get a new one that was only $2, so